Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/IDontWorkHereLady. I want to say thank you very much to everyone who's subscribed to the channel and hits the like button. Our first story for today. Hamburger time is precious. Hello all, mobile user here and such. 1,000 apologies for any mistakes if this doesn't belong here. Here's your setting. I work at a bank as a commercial teller. This means that the business owners have their own place to line up when they need to do transactions. This also means that they can't go to a regular teller because they don't have as many requirements to process commercial transactions. Commercial transactions are typically large sum deposits in cash or check form or placing a change order. A regular teller would only have access to basic change, nothing compared to the volume I carry in my safe. The client, this guy. My goodness, this guy was something. He would come in every damn day and always ask for the same thing. Well, it wasn't so much of an ask as it was barking orders. He'd march up to my counter, slam his bag down in front of me, and without looking at me, just start saying numbers. 21s, 35s, 1025s, meaning a roll of quarters. Took me almost 2 months to understand his logic. Eventually, I caught on to what he was ordering without him needing to repeat it. The arousal. Being one of 2 commercial tellers for a big bank in the heart of our downtown district, I was busy, but I was also very efficient. I got to a point where I was able to predict what each client would need and on which day. My boss was very happy with me and always trusted my judgment. Our bank was located next to a restaurant, a brand new restaurant, a brand new burger restaurant. My colleagues and I kept talking about how we needed to go there because of all of the hype. I'd recently been on a diet, so the mere prospect of biting down into something meaty and cheesy would put me on the cusp of a perpetual orgasm. D-Day. So today's the day. I'll finally get one of those delicious burgers that everybody keeps talking about. I'm so excited. It's a cheat day, and my body has never been more ready. I also skipped breakfast that day because I was late. Not smart, but such is life. So I walk into the restaurant, and the smell alone. Have you ever been so hungry that smelling food gives you a boner? Yup. So I sit down at a table and start looking at my options. I'm alone. I'm wearing my work clothes, but I did take off my name tag. I'm just a guy in a nice shirt reading a menu at a restaurant. I ordered the most outrageous beef monster with everything. It arrives. I'm salivating just thinking about it. I take one bite, and then I hear it. Me is me, BC is bank client. BC, me, in a trance, looking up. Hi. BC actually put his effing bag on my table in front of my food. BC, when you're done, 2010s, 35s, etc. Me, are you? You can't be serious. Dude, I'm eating. We're also not even at the bank. BC, I can obviously see that. I'm not stupid. That's why I said when you're done, do this. I don't have time to wait in line. I'll pick it up later. Me, sir, I work at the bank, not here. This ain't a proxy. This is my lunch. My time. For me. Take your things off my table, please. BC. So what, you won't help me? That's incredibly lazy of you. Me. I am on lunch in another building. What makes you think that the bank extends to this restaurant? This is a restaurant. BC. I don't have time to just stand and wait. You people are so incredibly slow and lazy all the time. Take my stuff and do it when you finish eating. I'll pick it up later. Me. No. BC. Excuse me, I'm an important client and you will do as I say. Me. Not here you're not. Here you're just a regular guy like me. I'm not an employee here. I'm an effing customer trying to effing eat my effing burger. Now F all the way off. I really said it like that. Mom was always on my case about my swearing. My sister's worse though. BC. I cannot believe the treatment I'm receiving. I will be speaking with your manager about this. Now the conversation obviously got loud and this prompted a manager to show up because they were a new restaurant. I gather they didn't want any drama. Manager. Sir, is everything okay here? Me. No, everything is not okay. This man is harassing me while I'm trying to enjoy my lunch. BC. He's an employee and I asked him to do something and he won't. Manager. Sir, this man's not an employee here. He's a customer and he's obviously not interested in whatever you're selling, so please. BC. I know he's not an employee here. I'm not stupid. He works at the bank. I need him to do my banking. Manager. This is not a bank. I'm going to ask you to leave right now. We do not tolerate yelling and harassment in our establishment. BC collects his things and looks me dead in the eye and says to me, when you finally get back to work and stop being lazy, I'll be waiting with your boss. I'll see to it that you're fired. Me. Bite number 2. So I took my full hour, ate my delicious burger. The manager offered me a discount for my troubles, but I refused. I felt like I brought it on myself. My own personal demon followed me here and caused the ruckus. It wasn't the restaurant's fault. So I get back to work, and true to his word, BC's there in my boss's office. I don't go in. I go back to my counter and start serving people. I hear muffled yelling, and BC storms out and doesn't look at me. Boss lady wants to see me. She asked me if BC came to see me on my lunch to do official commercial banking. I said yes, and I have witnesses. She says she knows. The owner of the restaurant called her. I had no idea, but the restaurant was also a client, brand new. So she made the decision that BC was no longer authorized to conduct business with us. He was on a very fine line in terms of legal conduct. You see, if you try and conduct banking outside of a banking establishment and outside of banking hours, I was on break, so I wasn't clocked in, then it can be misconstrued as, well, you're doing some shady stuff that you want no record of. She wanted no part of that and pretty much told him to go elsewhere or we would close his accounts. All of them. She is a ruthless bee. I believe her. Now BC has to travel 10 city blocks to do his banking when he used to be able to walk 25 feet. I still saw him after that. Never spoke to him again, though. Also, when I go out to lunch, I try and sit in the shadows as much as possible. Good work, boss lady. That's exactly how you treat entitled customers who demand you serve them at stupid times. Refuse them any future service. I like your boss. And our next story. Don't argue with people you're paying to eat. So, this happened last year on my third shift at my new job. I work at a pizza chain, Domino's, that's located just outside of a supermarket. I migrated to Australia about 6 years ago and had become an Australian citizen before I got the job. Mind you, I had a slight American accent, but I can easily switch to my Malaysian accent pretty quickly. Me, as myself, EK, entitled Karen, MB, my brother, manager. My manager had sent me out of the store to go pick up some stuff at the local shop as we were running out of a few certain toppings. I sped walk down every aisle searching for the items, checking my phone because it was nearing time to the end of my shift, while also glancing at the cash-out area. I finally found the items I searched for, found which ones were the cheapest in big quantities when a wild Karen appeared. She started ranting at me about some stuff in another aisle. Note, my uniform is full black dress pants, a black belt, black leather shoes, a hairnet, black hat with the Domino's logo, and the infamous black polo top with Domino's written on the back. It was clear to any sane customer that I was a Domino's worker, while the workers at the local shop wore a white blouse, button-ups, black dress pants, hair tied back, and a badge showing that they worked at that local shop. To make it even more of a difference, I was still wearing the apron from Domino's. The hat I had to wear also had the logo on it. I remember the conversation going like this. Also note, this was during my first week at the job. EK, what are you doing on your phone? Me. I switched to my Malaysian accent. Sorry, what? EK, so unprofessional. I've been trying to get your attention for the past 5 minutes. Me. I don't work here. EK, don't give me that bullcrap. I want the following items. Make it quick. She pushed her shopping list into my already full hands of large packets of oregano and chicken salt. Me. Ma'am, I don't work here. I work at EK. Stop making dumb excuses right now and do your damn job. At this point, I checked my phone and I was well over overtime. While the wild Karen was busy ranting, I ran to the cash out and paid for the items. Then, as quick as my tired legs could, I ran back to the store I work for. Gave the change and receipt to my manager, who's also my brother, told him the whole situation on why it took me 30 minutes to buy oregano and chicken salt. He said I can clock out now and take some spare garlic bread home. While I was in the midst of taking off my apron, the door opened. Mind you, our door didn't have a bell on top, but it slammed pretty damn loud shut. Standing at the front was the entitled Karen from the shops. She looked fuming red. My brother handed me a couple of pizzas that were to be picked up. I yelled the names with no reply, so I put it back on the hot shelf, turned to EK, and put on my most fake customer service smile and voice and spoke, me. Hello, welcome to Domino's. How can I help you today? In an American accent. EK. You? Me. Yes. How can I help you today? EK. What are you doing behind there? You're supposed to be at, insert local shop name, working there instead. Then appears my brother, speaking in his fake customer service American accent. MB. Hello, ma'am. May I ask why you're yelling at my fellow employee here? EK. She She gimme my pizza. MB, may I get the name now? EK, a pepperoni pizza now. Me, have you ordered your pizza? EK, what do you think I'm doing right now? Ordering, you idiot. MB, ma'am, I must ask you to lower your voice and not speak to our employees like that, please. I went on to make the order, but my brother had other plans. He told me to clock out and would pay for the overtime, even though it was Sunday and we do 10% surcharges on Sundays. He came home later that night and told me that he had the security to physically remove her from the property. And now I haven't even seen that Karen at all. And now whenever I have a crappy day at work and someone asks, "How was work?" I reply, "Oh sure, I enjoy feeding and making food for entitled ungrateful Karens and received shouts of obscenities from drunkards for 9 hours a week. It was great." I really do enjoy working there though. A better title, don't be rude to the people who make your food. Thank you all for watching the video to the end. I hope you enjoyed today's stories and we'll see you again soon.